glass engraving trick on the xTool F2. It looks insanely professional and it takes almost no effort whatsoever. I'm Ashley and this chip builds, and welcome to the 12 days of Craftmas, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to engrave glass on a diode laser using the xTool F2. And the best part of all is this project can get done in under 10 minutes. These are my favorite brand of whiskey decanters to use. There are 3 different options that you can get from this company. And just look at that packaging. Like, this is the packaging that just comes with it. But you can also elevate the packing, and they sell like custom boxes with foam inserts for the whiskey decanters and the rock glasses and everything. And honestly, I just really like it a lot. It's really great. The first thing we need to do is clean it up. And so I'm going to use this 91% isopropyl alcohol and a shop paper towel so there's less lint. So we're just going to put some on our paper towel here and then choose whatever side you're going to use and then just clean it up. I personally just like to clean up the whole thing. Doesn't really matter, just because sometimes I forget what side I've actually cleaned. All right, well, let that dry really quickly. The nice thing is isopropyl alcohol evaporates so fast. While that is drying, I want to show you the absolute game changer that makes this so easy is using a chalk marker. A lot of people will use tempera paint or spray chalk paint or whatever. And honestly, those work fine, but because I'm very fast paced and for me, time is money and I'm trying to get as much done as possible in the little time I have, I love using these because it's just super quick and simple, and you can clean it up with just water. So I'll have this and everything linked down below for what you need. So this is the side I'm gonna do. And then literally you just do nice big strokes, making sure you're covering all the area that you want engraved. And the nice thing is this is like really easy to apply. So if you're only going to do a little section, obviously you don't have to paint the whole thing. But all right, this is ready to go and we can put it in our laser. It doesn't have to be black. You can also use white. All right, so as you can see from this glass, which is actually kind of hard to tell, we did a whole test grid of different settings that we did with xTool Studio. So I got it down pretty close. I picked one that I really liked. And then from there, I did a little bit more test and refining. And then from that, I did some even more tests until I finally got something that I was happy with and I felt comfortable engraving the actual finished product. All right, so I'm gonna remove my little corner bracket here out of the way. And then you can lay this in here a bunch of different ways. You can do it sideways, you can do it this way, or you can do it the normal way. It really just depends how big your design is. I typically just like to do it this way so I can get the most real estate of engravable area. So let's head over into xTool Studio so we can get this all set up. All right, so we are in xTool Studio here, and here is my files that I've created for this project. So I put holiday spirits as a placeholder. So basically everything in red is things that you can get rid of. So I will have this file linked down below. It'll be on Creative Fabrica. So I'm gonna just delete all these other ones that I don't want, and I wanna go for this one. All right, so the first thing I wanna do is I wanna come over here to auto measure and then click it. And then the F2 is gonna go dark and then overlap the blue and red dot. That way it's perfectly aligned. And then once it's aligned, the lights will come back on. So now we can refresh our bed image here. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right, and then let's put this at 4 inches. All right, let's center up our graphic here. I want to come and make sure I know exactly what my engravable area is. So I'm gonna make it no wider than 2.5 inches. I want it no taller than 4 inches. So let me change the width to 2.5. And then let's center it back up so we can see what we're working with. And then I'm going to hit this framing option down here. And what's really nice is we can make the outline stronger if we need to, and we can do the outline of the actual design or a rectangle. For me, a rectangle is fine for the moment, just so I can see what I'm dealing with. And I want to get that nice and perfect. That looks great to me. So one thing before I forget to, I am going to flip this upside down. Otherwise I will forget. And then the settings I'm going to use are these custom glass settings that I did. And it's going to be the blue light, 20 power, 150 speed, 1 pass, 120 lines per centimeter. And that is all. So let's hit process and then we'll see how long this is going to take. Just under 6.5 minutes. And honestly, I don't think that's that bad. So we can hit start. All right, well, this came out looking pretty awesome. So you can see with the light shining through, you can see that nice even engraving that we got. All right, and we've gotten it all wiped off. And honestly, it's so hard to see with the lights and everything, but this looks so good. So don't let anyone ever tell you that you cannot engrave glass with a diode, because it can be done. But all right, so let's engrave some rock glasses to go with it. And I think I'm gonna take the deer from this design element and put it on the little glasses. But how cool is this? Since we are using the diode laser, safety first, make sure you put on your laser safety glasses and have the shield closed. I have mine open because I'm filming it, but definitely keep it closed and wear your glasses because you only have one pair of eyes, and safety first. All right, so for the rock glass, we're just gonna do the same steps. We're gonna clean it and then paint it. And again, I just like to clean all sides of it, just because you never know. I'm gonna measure out my artwork here. All right, so I'm gonna get my marker out here, and then we are just gonna paint it. All right, and that looks great, and now we can throw it in the laser. All right, to do the whiskey glass, I'm actually gonna remove the base plate to the xTool F2, and I'm gonna insert my custom 3D printed jig. That way my whiskey glass will be level because the top is wider than the bottom. If I just laid it in flat, then it would be uneven and we wouldn't get a good engraving. All right, so we're gonna use the same settings and everything that we did with the decanter. So let's just frame it out and make sure our design is good to go, and then we can engrave it. All right, I like how that framing looks. And it's only gonna take 2.5 minutes. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Let me know if you're gonna give engraving glass a go. I spent a decent amount of time doing testing to try to get the best results with the least amount of chips in the glass as possible, which is kind of hard to do, but I'm pretty happy with the results that we've been able to get today. Also, make sure you have entered the giveaway that is going along with this 12 Days of Craftmas series, because I want to give you a MakerFlow sublimation oven. It can hold crazy amounts of things. It can hold like 12, 20-ounce tumblers at one time, and I'm teaming up with MakerFlow to give it away. So make sure you enter that down below. But guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.